Would you like to build backlinks that actually increase your website's rankings on Google for free? Are you interested in learning the best ways to build backlinks to your site without paying a single cent? If you want backlinks for free that actually help you rank on Google and save you that sweet moolah, then keep watching. Plus make sure you stick around to the end where I'll show you the easiest link building strategy that anyone can start doing in 5 minutes or less. And if you're new here, please subscribe so you don't miss another video from me. When I first started building links a few years ago, it was hard. It almost felt like I was chasing the holy grail, okay? Everyone was either asking for money or building PBNs and it felt almost impossible. But I knew there was a way to get links without paying if only I had the right strategy. So like a mad scientist, I tweaked and I tested and I tried different things until I found the techniques that worked. And since then, I've built thousands of backlinks, built my own link building agency and grown my website to almost 400,000 visitors. So let's jump into exactly how I did it and how you can too. Okay, so strategy number one is the Skyscraper Technique. This is one of my all-time favorite link building strategies. It's driven hundreds of links for my own websites and for my clients too, and it works extremely well for almost any niche. So how can you do the Skyscraper Technique yourself? Well, step number one is to find a list of competing articles in your industry with a lot of links, okay? So you're looking for articles that are already attracting a lot of links, and then you can replicate these later on down the line. You can use a tool like Ahrefs to do this. It's very easy, and they'll create a big list of competing articles with lots of links for you. Step number two is to create a big list of all the people you can reach out to who have linked to your competitors previously. And you can do this with a tool like hunter.io, and it will find all the email addresses for the websites you want to contact. Step number three is to create a better piece of content than your competitors that you know will attract links to your site. So you're going to create a more in-depth, comprehensive and updated version of your competitor's article so that you can attract links to them. And here's an example that I've created previously. And the final step is to reach out to everyone who linked to your competitors and say, hey, you know, I noticed you've linked to Joe Blogs. Maybe you want to link to me too. Here's why. And you can see now on screen an example of an email template that's worked extremely well for me. And it's just so simple and easy to do this. So the great thing about the Skyscraper Technique is that it's just so damn scalable. So you can create a cold email campaign. You can have that promoting lots of content, and you can reach hundreds of people and build hundreds of links using this technique. So it's so damn easy if you want to get started building backlinks for free. Now, the next link building technique is so easy, even your grandma can do it, and this is the power of networking, okay? It's underused, but it's very effective when it comes to link building. So, you know, all you have to do is create a list of events that you can attend offline, and you'll meet a lot of people, learn a lot of things, and also build backlinks along the way. Because when you meet webmasters in your industry, they're gonna want links, you're gonna want links, and this is just a really great opportunity to meet a lot of people. So this is so easy. All you have to do is put on your Sunday best and hop down to the nearest relevant event near you that's in your industry, and you know you'll meet other people who own similar websites to you. So this is such a great opportunity. Now, the other thing is, well, you don't need to go offline to do this. You could use Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, and these are powerful places where you can meet people along the way who have similar interests to you. And, you know, for me, for example, I've used Facebook groups to build links before, and it's just so easy. You help people, you give value up front, and you will find opportunities along the way for link building by doing this. So it's very effective, it's very easy, you can start using it straight away, and it's almost guaranteed that it's going to help you get backlinks and build networks with other people. The other thing is as well that when you network, it's not just about building links, but you can get loads of advertising, sponsorship opportunities, you can find guest blogging opportunities. So it's so powerful and effective. Now, if you want to find more smart ways to build links to your site, then keep watching because you won't want to miss another second of this video. So strategy number three is guest blogging, and this is a tried, tested and proven favorite of many link builders in the SEO industry. So just imagine you can get press coverage to your site, but you can also build a powerful, authoritative backlink at the same time for free. So here's the actionable steps to start guest blogging for your site. And the first thing I'd say is create a long list of websites that you actually respect and want to write for when it comes to guest blogging. And these should be really authoritative sites, simply because when it comes to writing guest blogging content for other websites, it can be quite time consuming. It can take up a lot of your energy, and therefore you only want to write for websites you really respect and you really need a backlink from. Otherwise, you're going to be wasting your time and you're going to be writing for low quality websites that actually don't have much benefit getting a backlink from. The next step is to pitch and outreach to each of these websites. Now, don't just go in there going, can I have a guest blog? Can I have a guest blog? That's not the right way to do it. And to be honest, if they're an authoritative website, they've probably been bombarded with guest blogging pitches before, and therefore that's a very easy request to ignore. So what you need to do is use a template like the one I've got on screen, and basically you're going to suggest topics that you can guest blog for that are relevant to their blog, that are going to be valuable to their readers, and explain the reasons why your guest blog will be so good for their site. And if you do this, I can guarantee that you'll get much better responses when it comes to guest blogging requests. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, guest blogging and writing content for other people isn't that fun. And therefore that brings me on to step number 3, which is to outsource the content when you get it written, okay? Don't write it yourself. Don't waste your time and energy writing content for other people unless it's an extremely valuable resource that you want to link from. So find a writer that can write guest blogs for you. It will save you time, it will save you energy, and that means you can focus on growing your own site instead of writing guest posts for other people. So you can easily find a writer via a website like upwork.com. This will give you cheap writing services that you can quickly outsource when you have guest blogging opportunities. And here's a job advert I've created before that you could easily copy and emulate yourself. Next up, we're going to come on to number 4, which provides even more value than guest blogging. It's probably something you've never thought about before, so make sure you keep watching. So this brings me on to the next link building strategy, which is reciprocal link building. And this is basically you link to me and I'll link to you. The old you scratch my back and I'll scratch your back approach to link building. And it works so damn well, especially if you want to create an army of people that will share your content whenever you publish something new, and therefore they trust you, they respect your content, and therefore you can easily generate links on demand whenever you need it. Now, a quick word of warning is that reciprocal link building can go against Google's webmaster guidelines if you do it excessively. So make sure this isn't your #1 link building strategy, but do it in moderation instead, okay? So it can be very powerful, but don't use it as your main link building strategy because you could receive a penalty from Google. So every now and then, it's okay. But if you do it every single day, or you're building thousands of backlinks that are all reciprocal, that's a terrible idea and you should avoid it. So how can you get started with reciprocal link building? Well, essentially just spam the whole internet asking for a link back to your site. No, I'm just kidding, right? What you need to do instead is every time you get a backlink to your site, put the website owner's details into a spreadsheet along with their name, email address, and then create a database of people who trust you, who respect you, who have created links to your site already. You know, once a month or once every couple of months, you can contact those webmasters and see how you can work together again. Now, what I would say is that you need to be very value driven with this. So don't really expect anything back, but see how you can work together, how you can partner together, how you can help that webmaster, and then potentially they will share your content in return. And this brings me on to the final link building strategy, which you can start doing in 5 minutes or less. So the final link building technique is Herro. This is also known as helper report out. Now imagine if you could get brag-worthy media coverage for free, and you could start doing it right now. So all you need to do is hop on over to helperreportout.com, sign up, takes about 2 minutes, it's free, and then you'll receive an email breakdown from all the journalists that want to receive and feature a picture like yours from website owners just like you. And this has generated some amazing backlinks for my own websites. Now, there's a few tricks of the trade to almost guarantee that your results are better with Herro. So what I'd recommend is writing a very interesting opinion. You know, don't write anything generic, because most people are just going to type on Google, look for the top answer, and then rewrite it. If you do that, you're going to fall into the list of other people that have done exactly the same thing, and therefore you won't stand out and you probably won't get a backlink. So instead, write a very unique opinion on that topic so that your pitch stands out far more than anyone else. Also, I'd recommend keeping it short, concise, and straight to the point so that journalists can very easily copy and paste your pitch into their website, and that makes it quicker, and therefore you're going to be more likely to get backlinks to your site. And then finally, once you've got the process down and you're generating more links with Herro, you want to outsource this as soon as you can, because it's such a simple task. You're only writing an email, and therefore you can easily find a virtual assistant to do this for you, and that'll save you tons of time. Plus, it'll make sure that Herro is far more scalable. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please smash a like on it so then the gods of YouTube will bless me in the algorithm. I can get more views and I can help more people with my content. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so that you don't miss another SEO or link building tutorial from me.